Welcome to Big Cat Sightings UK. Get ready to explore some of the most terrifying encounters with big black jaguars in the wilds of southern Scotland and South England. These stories are not for the faint-hearted, so buckle up and get ready for a thrilling ride. Each tale we'll share today is a true account of survival, fear, and the raw power of nature. As we journey through these harrowing experiences, you'll hear about lone hikers facing unexpected predators, farmers battling to protect their livestock, and unsuspecting joggers and campers whose peaceful moments turned into heart-pounding escapes. These encounters are a stark reminder of the wild and untamed side of the UK. So sit back, dim the lights, and let your imagination wander into the depths of the forests and moors. Feel the adrenaline rush and the spine-tingling suspense as we recount these terrifying encounters with big black jaguars. Remember, it's not just the exotic jungles that hold danger. Sometimes it's much closer to home than we think. Our first story takes us to the rugged Scottish Highlands, where an experienced hiker named John set out for a serene trek. The air was crisp, and the early morning mist hung low, creating an eerie atmosphere. John had been hiking for hours, enjoying the tranquility, unaware of the danger nearby. Suddenly the forest fell silent, an unnatural hush that sent a shiver down his spine. It was then that John noticed a pair of piercing yellow eyes watching him from the shadows. His heart pounded as he realized he was face to face with a massive black jaguar. Panic set in, and John's mind raced as he tried to remember what to do. He knew running would make him appear as prey, so he slowly backed away, never breaking eye contact. The jaguar, sleek and powerful, began to move, its muscles rippling under its dark fur. John's breath came in ragged gasps as he continued to retreat. After what felt like an eternity, John stumbled upon a rocky outcrop. Using it as a shield, he climbed up, hoping the jaguar would lose interest. In a final desperate move, John grabbed his hiking pole and made loud noises, trying to scare the jaguar away. To his immense relief, the jaguar finally turned and disappeared into the forest. The encounter left John shaken and questioning his love for the wilderness. Our next tale unfolds in the rolling countryside of South England, where a farmer named James lived a quiet life tending to his livestock. One fateful night, as the moon cast an ethereal glow over the fields, James noticed a pair of glowing eyes in the darkness. His heart raced as he grabbed a flashlight and rushed outside, fearing a fox, or perhaps a stray dog, was attacking his animals. What he saw next made his blood run cold. Standing there, illuminated by the pale moonlight, was a massive black jaguar, its eyes gleaming with a predatory hunger. The beast was prowling near the sheep pen, its presence sending waves of fear through James.
I knew I had to act quickly to protect my livestock. I grabbed a pitchfork, my hands trembling, and shouted to scare the jaguar away. But the predator was unfazed, its gaze fixed on the sheep. Summoning all his courage, James advanced towards the jaguar, brandishing the pitchfork and making as much noise as possible. The jaguar snarled, its muscles tensing as it prepared to either attack or flee. Finally, with a final loud shout, the jaguar turned and slunk back into the darkness.
James collapsed to his knees, the adrenaline slowly draining from his body. He had faced down a formidable predator and lived to tell the tale. Our journey now takes us to the shores of Loch Lomond, where Sarah and her friends had set up their tents for a fun night under the stars. The tranquil waters of the loch reflected the moonlight, creating a serene scene that belied the danger lurking nearby. They had spent the evening enjoying the beauty of the Scottish landscape, unaware of the predator that prowled the area. As the night deepened, they drifted into a light sleep, the gentle sounds of nature lulling them into a sense of security. But that security was shattered when they awoke to eerie growls outside their tents. Their hearts quickened as they listened intently, the sound growing louder and more distinct.
I grabbed my flashlight and unzipped the tent door, my breath catching in my throat. There, mere feet away, was a big black jaguar, its sleek form silhouetted against the moonlit backdrop.
Sarah's mind raced as she tried to process the situation. The jaguar was sniffing around their campsite, its powerful presence both awe-inspiring and terrifying. In a state of panic, they grabbed their camping pots and banged them together, hoping the noise would scare the jaguar away.
The predator paused, its ears twitching at the sound. Finally, with a growl, the jaguar turned and slunk back into the shadows.
Sarah and her friends collapsed back into their tents, their bodies trembling with fear and relief. Our next story takes us to the enchanting New Forest, where an avid jogger named Emma enjoyed her daily runs through the ancient woodlands. The forest, with its towering trees and dappled sunlight, was a place of beauty and tranquility. Little did Emma know her peaceful run would soon turn into a heart-pounding encounter with danger.
On a crisp autumn morning, I set out on my usual route, the air filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the distant calls of birds. I had been jogging for about half an hour when I noticed an unusual stillness in the forest. The birds had stopped singing, and an eerie silence had settled over the area. My instincts told me something was wrong.
As she turned around, Emma's worst fears were confirmed. Silently stalking her was a big black jaguar, its sleek body blending almost seamlessly with the shadows. Her heart raced as she realized the danger, and she began to run for her life. The jaguar's eyes locked onto hers, and for a moment time seemed to stand still.
I knew I had to stay calm. I slowly backed away, my eyes never leaving the predator. The jaguar took a step forward, its muscles coiled and ready to pounce. In a desperate bid to avoid an attack, I began to make myself appear larger, raising my arms and shouting loudly.
The jaguar paused, its head tilted as if assessing the situation. Finally, with a flick of its tail, the jaguar turned and disappeared into the underbrush. Emma stood there, her body trembling with adrenaline. Our journey now takes us to the picturesque Peak District, where the Smith family was enjoying a sunny afternoon picnic. The rolling hills and lush meadows created an idyllic setting, perfect for a day of relaxation and family fun. Little did they know, their peaceful afternoon would soon be interrupted by their dog barking uncontrollably.
The family had spread out a blanket and was enjoying their meal when their dog started barking and looking towards the woods. At first, we thought it was another animal, but as the figure emerged from the woods, we realized with mounting horror that it was a large, black jaguar. The predator was moving stealthily through the grass, its eyes fixed on us. Panic set in as we quickly gathered our things, trying to remain calm so as not to provoke the jaguar.
The father, John, took charge, instructing everyone to move slowly and stay together. His heart pounded as he kept a watchful eye on the predator, knowing that any sudden movement could trigger an attack. The tension was palpable as the family slowly made their way back to their car, the jaguar following at a distance.
My mind raced with thoughts of how to protect my family. I knew we had to reach the safety of our vehicle before the jaguar decided to make a move. Finally, we reached the car, and with trembling hands, I unlocked the doors. We scrambled inside, slamming the doors shut just as the jaguar reached the edge of the parking area.
They watched in silence as the predator circled the car, its eyes gleaming with interest. Our final story takes us to the wild and rugged landscape of Dartmoor, where a wildlife photographer named Mark was on a mission to capture the beauty of the region. Dartmoor, with its vast open moorlands and ancient granite tors, is a place of raw natural beauty. But for Mark, it would also become the backdrop for a terrifying encounter with the big black jaguar.
I had been hiking through the moors for hours, my camera at the ready, when I spotted movement in the distance. Excitement surged through me as I focused my lens on the figure, hoping to capture a rare and beautiful shot. But as the figure came into view, my excitement turned to fear. It was a big black jaguar, its sleek form moving silently through the grass. My heart pounded as I realized the danger I was in. The jaguar was close, too close for comfort.
Mark knew he had to remain calm and avoid provoking the predator. He slowly backed away, his camera still in hand, capturing the jaguar's every move. The predator's eyes locked onto his, and for a moment they were locked in a silent standoff.
My mind raced as I considered my options. In a desperate bid to avoid an attack, I began to make myself appear larger, raising my arms and making loud noises.
The jaguar paused, its head tilted as if assessing the situation. Finally, with a flick of its tail, the jaguar turned and disappeared into the underbrush. Mark stood there, his body trembling with adrenaline, his quick thinking and calm demeanour having saved him from a potentially deadly encounter. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed these thrilling encounters with big black jaguars in the UK. Each story we shared today is a reminder of the wild and untamed side of nature that still exists, even in the most unexpected places. Stay safe out there and always be mindful of the world around you. From the dense forests of the Scottish Highlands to the rolling hills of the Peak District, these encounters with big black jaguars are a testament to the power and mystery of the natural world. Whether you're a hiker, a camper, or simply enjoying a picnic with your family, remember that nature's predators are never far away. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own stories with us at Big Cat Sightings UK. Stay safe and stay curious. We'll see you in the next video.